Make sense?
Yes.
So from today, anytime you see people gossiping, just remember what people talk about. Rich people talk about things. Wealthy people talk about what? Ideas. Never forget. It will help you in your journey of life. I love to talk about ideas. My wife always says that it's boring to gossip with you, my husband. And I said to her, yes. I agree. It's not sweet to gossip with me. Because the time I'm going to use to gossip is also the time I need to come up with witty inventions, witty ideas, right? Witty ideas. And in the next 5 years, oh boy, you guys are going to hear about this name. Right? We're about to take things to the next level. Right?
Yes.
But I have come to inspire you. Take risks, guys. Start a business today. Right? In your young age, can you believe it is 10 years I started a real estate business? And I'm like, if I didn't start that time, there's no way I could have started now. There's no way. Because the kind of money that real estate requires, there's no way. Right? And the kind of bill my family alone is taking me, I'm not going to do that. So start early, come together. And why I'm saying this, why I gave you this talk, is so that people who talk about what you do, run away from them. Begin to look for people in this category. Right? And then look for people in this what? Category. Because they are the people to form your business partners. Does that make sense at all?
Yes.
They are the ones to form your business partners. They are the ones. When a wealthy person hears that another entrepreneur is in trouble, instead of jumping to conclusion, he calls that entrepreneur and says, how can I help you? My mentor shared this story with me, how he lost over $200 million helping another young entrepreneur. Right? And guess what? One of his wealthy friends called him, who had also warned him about the person he helped. And rather than the person's coming and say, but I warned you, why did you help that guy? You know what he said? He said, send me your account. He said, how are you doing? He mentioned. He said, send me your account. And he sent his account and he wired $10 million. He never talked about interest. He never talked about anything. He just wired $10 million. 1 month later, he called me back. He said, how are you faring? I said, well, I'm still on this issue. Because he had to start selling his shares in banks, lost everything. Guess what his wealthy friend did again? The second month. Wired another $10 million. No paper, no document, nothing. That's how wealthy people behave. He said when he finally stabilized and things went okay, he asked for his friend's account number as well. He didn't just pay back $20 million. He added 13% interest. Or is it 12 or 13%? I can't remember the exact. And the friend called him back and said, no, I didn't ask you for interest. He said, but you gave me the money without even signing anything. Consider what I added as a gift too. That's how wealthy people think. That's how they talk, rather. That's how wealthy people think. That's how they talk. So, anytime you hear somebody gossiping about another entrepreneur, just know, even if you ask her, he or she's a poor person. So, what do I want to see amongst Africans? I want you to come together. Somebody's saying, we don't have enough Kenyans becoming developers. Even in this room, if we all come together and start putting our money together, we will buy land in city center Nairobi. We will build skyscrapers in city center Nairobi. True of us. You don't need these politicians because they steal the money and they take it outside Kenya. True of us. So it's entrepreneurs like you and I who need to come together and start building something. We are the ones to make the difference. We are the ones. And we can leverage on collaboration to do that. See what Reverend Julian, is it Julian?
Yeah,
He's doing. That's the power of collaboration. But not all of you are pastors who have 5,000 members who can come together to do that. So amongst yourself, gather yourself, mobilize yourself, build something. Come on, tell your neighbor, we are building empire in Nairobi. Come on. We're building empire. Right? We're coming together and we're building empire here. And we're not going to give up on each other. Are we going to give up on each other? No. And tell your neighbor we will not gossip about each other. Tell your neighbor. Because we are not poor people. Tell your neighbor because we are not poor people. We will not gossip about each other.
We will not gossip.
Yes. We will come together, discuss ideas, and build an empire. Who is your partner here? I said, are you my partner? Clap for yourself, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to take questions now. Like I said earlier, how many of you, by the way, have enjoyed this session? Do you want more? Of course. You are not loud enough. Do you want more? Yeah. Okay, so I'll be back in November for Business Growth Conference, Nairobi. Will be the first time we're going to be having that. Okay. By the way, it's not free because we want to be able to eat together. This has cost me money, but I've made it free for you. The next one we're doing is we want to also add food, and they're telling me it's $100 per person. So we're not even charging much. You know, we're just charging $200 so that we can pay $100 per person, pay for some other publicity and other things we need to do, right? But we want to make it larger. And then I'll probably get Professor Patrick Lumumba to also come share. Because if we want to go the route I'm sharing, integrity has to be at the heart of it. You have to genuinely be willing to do business with integrity. And let me say this, that you have integrity does not mean people will say you have integrity. You need to know that. Right? Many people have given up on having integrity because they are wishing people will say they have it. You don't have integrity because of what somebody said. You have integrity because of God. Because you have the fear of God. And the Bible says the fear of God is the beginning of what? Wisdom. The reason why I'm not going to cheat on my brother or my sister is because I fear God. Am I making sense? It's not because of, people will talk and that's their business. But you fear God. So we need people who fear God. We need people who want to do things right. Right? We need people, if we're coming together to do business together, we need people who are going to be truthful to each other. And that, for me, is very important. And those are the breed of people we're raising here. These are the breed of people. So I have a new community, it's called the Business Group Conference Community. We do conferences, we create groups, we're able to, at least we're all entrepreneurs trying to do business, learning from each other, having that community of ourselves and trying to do something. Make sense? Yes. Are we sure? Yes. Come on now, we're sure. Yes. Energy, right? Yeah. Remember, wealth and joy, they go together. Are we sure? Yes. So November, I'm back, and we're going to be having the Business Growth Conference in November. And then I'm also bringing a few days later, I'm bringing another set of 50 entrepreneurs for a retreat here in Kenya. Right? Yes. So you can join us for that as well, because it's a mixture of conference plus, vacation. We're going to be visiting, a lot of great places. We're going to learn from the lion, from the giraffe, leadership lessons, management lessons, that we can pick for our businesses, even from animals. There's a lot to learn from animals. Yeah. I'm going to be sharing with you powerful secret of the lion that you can execute in your business. The lion, they call it the lion pride for a reason. Who knows why? Lion pride. The lion pride. The lion pride. Okay, let me ask you a question. Is the lion the biggest animal in the jungle? No. Is it the fastest? No. The tallest? No. So why is it the king of the jungle?
Brave.
What?
It's brave.
It's brave. What else? What else?
Confidence.
He has a heart. He has a heart. Yeah, that's the courage. What else? There's a critical part that people don't always talk about. We're going to be talking about it for those who will be part of the retreat session, because we will be seeing animals and we're going to be learning from it. Right? The lion is one of the rarest of his own category, right? That does not hunt alone. It's called the lion pride. In fact, even sometimes the male lion, if there were two male, they live together. And you know, if two male lions grow up together, they are going to literally go hunt together. Two alpha lions. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when they hunt, are you aware? Is their wives that even go do the hunt?
Yeah.
They just only bring down the prey after the lionesses have done the job. So the lion is even more fierce and more strong because it does not go alone. It has a pride. That's what they call the lion pride. If you're alone, it's easy to bring you down. Even in business. Even in business, there are some people who have tried me, but they gradually realize I'm not alone. I'm heavy. In business, you need to be weighty. So when some people try to play games, they realize that you're not a one person. They thought you were, but you're not. Make sense?
Yes.
So we need each other. We really, truly need each other. And that's why we're beginning to form this, so we're creating a WhatsApp group. We're adding all of you together. We will promote the next events together. And if you bring enough people for the next event, we're going to make your own attendance. We'll refund your money for your attendance. I'll probably even give you a gift. Right? For getting enough people to come for the next event. Who's excited about that?
I am excited.
So we're going to promote the next event together in November. Get everybody to show up. We're starting a new revolution in business here in Kenya.
Yeah.
Are we excited?
Yes.
Are we ready?
I am ready.
You want to do it together?
Yes.
Right? Or I should do it alone?
No.
Together.
Together.
Right? And we're going to make it happen. Any question? Yes. Can you give him the mic? Or you can take this one.
I'm Bob from I'm an entrepreneur. I run a company called Estigo Properties. We deal with land banking, just within the metropolitan. Yes, something like you have not. I used to think with a huge government person with Port Belly. Yeah, and I'm even seeing I'm a bit huger than him. That's why it's good to be on the ground.
That's true. That's true.
Confirm. When you hear his voice, I think you might think he's a huge, but at least I've confirmed we are almost here. So I think I've followed you, and I love the way you are aggressive about sales. So I was in a business partnership with a friend of mine for 5 years when we started land banking. But unfortunately, things went last year. So we split in the business and then divided our assets. So I decided to go it alone from this year. So that's when I started this company called Estigo Properties, because the partnership didn't go well.
Yeah.
So the challenge I've had is on the sales,
Okay.
marketing, which I saw you've really done well with your team. Yeah, you've done well with your team when it comes to sales and marketing. I follow you a lot on that, the GTEx associates. So I wanted you to address that, because the challenge I've had is how do I market right now in the modern, in the digital age?
Yeah.
Because the older version of marketing was you find the salesperson was going and knocking on doors and requesting for sales. But then now, how do I get clients right now who are ready and willing to invest in the land bank?
Very good question. Very, very good question.
one of the things I'm willing to do for, and it's part of why I wanted to meet with developers. So if the two of you can get more of your colleagues, I will be willing to, when I come in November, to still hold a special real estate sales training where you bring your staff. I do that a lot with my Nigerian mentees. They come with their staff and we teach them on different marketing strategies, particularly leveraging on the internet, right? Because it's not something I can answer in 10 minutes, so I'll give you a guide. So the two of you, maybe after this, agree, look for other, again, like I told you, call yourself developers. I started by just selling land, but I started calling myself a developer. Because you call yourself the name you want to be, not where you are. The same way you are selling land today, very soon you have enough money, you're going to start building towers here in the city center. Right? But you need to start addressing yourself as to where you're going and where you are. Make sense? Yes. Okay, so let's work on that. If you can get like 10 of you who are developers, and then you all bring 10 of your staff, we'll train them. And you, the owners, you just pay for the cost, and then your staff are properly trained. But how do you go about doing this? The first thing is content. I was still sharing the same thing with Lucia. Lucia is a property broker here, and she said she wants to be selling luxury real estate. Like, asked her, why not start content? And that's where the mistake is. The content most of us do is direct come and buy content. That's not the content you need. It should be the content to educate people about the industry. A lot of you who are into real estate, at least the two of you, started by watching my YouTube videos. Right? He started by watching my YouTube videos. Now, if in the YouTube video the only thing I said was come and buy my property in Nigeria, it wouldn't have been my mentee. But I educated, I just shared. How do you start land banking? What are the benefits of land banking? What are the strategies? So I told Lucia, if you're going to be selling luxury real estate, rather than come and say, come and buy this, penthouse, it's going for $2 million. No, rather say, let me share with you today 4 ways to know a luxurious property. Number 1, the quality of the materials. And then you kind of say, for example, this one is a 4-bedroom penthouse, right, going for $2 million. Do you realize you have just still done the same thing?
Yeah.
Correct. This is a 4-bedroom going for $2 million now. This tiles is an Italian tile. This is quality, right? So if you see the cabinets, this is made of wood. This is how you know this is a luxury property. Number 2, this thing, and then you keep giving tips. Number 2, use this. Number 3, number 4. So anybody will want to watch that video. Are we together? And they don't feel like you've sold to them. People don't want to feel sold to. Nobody wants to be marketed. Right? But people want to be taught. People want to learn. Right? So many of us, because of our passion to sell, we go too aggressive. Come and buy this. Come and buy that. This is why you should buy now. This is the benefit of buying now. If you don't buy today, somebody will die. Just make it like a blog. Become a blogger. So I told her, I said, target being the number 1 Kenya, luxury property blog. Right? I said, if you do that, sales will come to you naturally. People will be disturbing you to buy. I mean, I have that problem today, where everybody wants to talk to Dr. Steve. So tell him I want to do business with him. And people will say, he does not sell directly, it's with the staff. He said, no, it is him I know, it is him I trust, it is him I watch, it is him. And sometimes it creates problems for us now, because now we're a big company having hundreds of employees. Even if you know me today, even my wife's relative, they want to buy property from us, I still send them to the staff. Right? Even though they have my direct number.
But sometimes you're dealing with customers, they don't want to understand that. They'll be like, what do you mean? Okay, if it's that you think my transaction is little, I want to buy up to 1 billion naira. I said, yes, you will still have to deal with the star. I said, no, it is you. So the consequences in future is that people become too attached to you. So you should be aware of that. And you should know when you to gradually start educating them to say, we are now a company, we have enough staff, I'm not the one that will address you, I'm just the founder, and things like that. Today, when even customer have problem with our company, rather than go call customer care, rather than go to the office, rather than even mentioning the company they did business with, some of them just go on social media and start writing things about Stephen Akintayo. And they don't know there's a difference between Stephen Akintayo and the company he founded. There's a difference between Bishop Oyedepo and Jonas Chapel. Two different people, right? Yes, is it Bishop Oyedepo you knew first? Yes. But two different people. Two different people. And don't mix them. And a lot of people have struggled by not being able to separate the two. Right? When I'm dealing with Bishop Oyedepo, people know I deal with him, Bishop David Oyedepo, my spiritual mentor, not President Living Faith Church Worldwide. In fact, if I have anything I want to do with Living Faith Church Worldwide, I don't talk to Bishop Oyedepo. Because I know enough people in the leadership to go and talk to. I'm not making sense.
Yes.
But people oftentimes struggle to understand this, that there's a difference between a person and the companies they founded. Today, now, I'm just a shareholder in GTEL. I don't run day to day. If I run day to day, I didn't know this man did business with us. I'm just hearing from him. So today, all over the world, I meet people, they say, oh, we did business with you. Oh, thank you. I don't know you. But some of them, somehow, I don't know, they expect out of thousands of customers in different countries of the world, they think I should know that they did business with us. And so, again, I'm happy I ran our business the way we did it. From day one, with good structure. Even people got my number, if they saw adverts on my page and they reach out, I say thank you, but let me refer you to one of our wealth advisor that will then attend to you. That is how to run businesses, so that you can also have a life. Like the gentleman was saying, I would have by now have high blood pressure, be overweight, have too much pot belly, okay? Which is the way in Africa they think you are rich. But remember, I run business in Dubai, I run business in UK, I don't live in the US actually. Right? All my wealthy friends, they don't even look it, they don't even wear big clothes. Me, I wear African clothes that looks like royalty. And one of my partners, if he comes here as a medium and you will think he's the security man. You tell him, oh, you work in this hotel? You have new water there. But you also is a very, very wealthy man. So, because of my exposure outside of Africa, I understand how business needs to run. It shouldn't be one-man business. It should be tied to the founder. Right? But you see, most African customers don't even know that. They still want you. There's you I know. It's you I did business with. It is you. Even if you go to court, you are not going to win if you focus on the founder. Because you don't even know how the business is structured. So you just realize you are chasing the wrong person. So you are better off dealing with the company. Does that make sense at all? Yeah. And this is also why many businesses have gone bad in Africa. Because we are too obsessed about the individual. But we forgot that by law, a company is a legal entity of its own. So the lawyers, through technicalities, can even make you lose the case. Because the lawyer can go and say, my lord, he has sued the wrong person. By evidence, there's even no ties. Do you see now? Yes. Before you go and reconstitute your case, you've lost. So it's important to understand how businesses run and how businesses are wired, so we're not chasing the wrong persons. And people do that. Dangote, you can be seeing him tomorrow. The company has Dangote name. This has his name. But when you go to the root of the registration, you'll be shocked that the company is owned by another company that is owned by another company. So, suing Dangote, you're on your own. Because there's nothing even tracing anything to Dangote himself. We're learning? Okay, I hope I've answered the question. So, content is the beginning. Right? So, you have to understand what kind of business are we into. Right? How does our business work? Right? What kind of content? So I've told her to do that. You can do much. Your content has to be ancestral history of land. Why it is land that Abushi, not house. You see? So you have to curate a whole different type of content. Does that make sense to you? Once you have your content, you then ask yourself, who is going to be the messenger of this content? Is it you, the founder? Do you want to get a presenter in your office, or do you all want to be doing it? That's another conversation. Then what platform are your customers? So number 2, presenter. Number 3, platform. So what platform? So more of those who buy land, are they on Facebook, or they're on Instagram, or they're on YouTube? Because different platforms work differently. Right? So you want to then know, okay, what platform am I going to use to sell the products, to push the content right now? Does that make sense to us?
Yes.
And then number 4, which is very important, paid adverts. Spend money on that content. Many times you have a good content, you have a good presenter, on the right platform, but we don't want to spend money on the adverts. And people don't know this. When it comes to social media, it's you move from inorganic to organic. You move from what?
Organic.
To what?
Organic.
So I see some pastors. They will tell me, Dr. Stephen, I want our ministry content to go viral. I want to be like Pastor Jerry, Joshua Selman, see all their teachings. Then I tell them, I say, well, are you ready to invest in PR? We need to get 20 bloggers to first start pushing out your messages. But the Lord is not anointing, the Holy Ghost is spreading. I love it. It has to start inorganically before it becomes what? Organic. I have a very huge Kenyan followers. It wasn't by mistake. When I started to come to Kenya, I would look for my video content and I will advertise the video, not advert, videos that I've done that is very inspiring, and then I will target Kenya. That's how you people should. Right? So suddenly people will watch it. Who is this man? I love his content. You see? And boom, and I have a Kenyan community. Are we learning the talk?
Yeah.
For many of us, we have everything okay, but we don't want to spend money. So we think suddenly customers will come. That's not how it works. So I haven't gotten all the content, you put it on the right platform, then that's okay. Let me do about $20. Then I will target this category of people. So, okay, who are those who can afford to buy my land? What age range? Where do they live? Do you see the point now? Where do they work? Right? So you then start, because they will give you demography to target when you are doing that now. So it's based on those things you now target. You even target people who want to move to Kenya from other countries. Right? People are, you even target some websites. Is it Air Kenya? What's your, is it Air Kenya? Kenya Airways. You even target Kenya Airways as part of the, so anybody checking Kenya Airways, following Kenya Airways, they will see your advert. So those are the, but we need intense training. It's not something that I can teach you everything, but you can start with this. Okay? Next question. God for me if I've done it. Next question.
much, Dr. Steve. That was really inspiration. Now, you just mentioned to us, I've been reading your books, and I realized that you're not just in real estate alone. You are also in other businesses, and it's quite inspiring. So, when you are beginning your journey, I want to believe that you began somewhere, especially for we young entrepreneurs. And one thing is we want to drive sales in our businesses so that we can be able to scale from probably be making a sale of $30,000 US. We want to make it maybe push it to 100,000. So when did you discover now, or how long did it take you? Maybe realize that you now start experiencing $1 million of sales maybe in a year, or probably in 6 months, or probably on a monthly basis. So how long did it take you to scale to the level you are at now? Because now to you, it has come to a point 10 years later, you can look back and say, maybe year 3, year 5, something in the same. Because every day when I wake up, I keep asking myself, how can I push business from these sales? Maybe I'm doing $30,000 US a month. I want to take it to 50,000 or 100,000 US. Thank you.
Okay, good question. So, Red Star Company is 17 years this year, and real estate development is 10 years this year. However, I want to advise you, focus on who you are becoming, who you are becoming, rather than the end product. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
Because success is a journey and not a destination. Can I shock you? I'm still as dissatisfied about my growth the same way I was 17 years ago. If not more. And I'll tell you why it's more now, because there's too much opportunity everywhere that I'm not able to take.
Yeah.
And I just wish I would take it. And so, because I don't have all the funds to take it. So I'm just letting go of opportunities. This is why you see me excited about training, because okay, if I can't do this, can you people do it? Can I be excited to see people I mentored doing some things I can pick up? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So success is not a destination, it's a journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy who you are becoming. Enjoy the day you're trying to raise the funds. The day you go out and say, come and buy. The day you say, okay, you are now $30,000 a month, and then you say, guys, the next goal, we want to hit what? We want to hit $100,000 a month. Let's start. Right? It's all part of the journey. It has nothing to do with how long you've been in business. I have mentees that I taught in real estate who are now more successful than I am. Am I making sense at all?
Yeah.
Way more successful than I am today. And I taught them. So it's not really about the years you started, it's more about the journey and the tools available. And part of the tools is mentorship. You go faster. My speed in the last 5 years has been nothing short of supernatural. Okay? Doing a $200 million expansion in the US, right? As someone who wasn't living in the US until now, is something that is unheard of. Okay? But you see, that audacity is as a result of what? The level of mentors I now have. Okay? So if you are going to be counting your wealth just based on how much cash you've made, how much sales you've made, you will lose the most important things. I told you about being heavy. Did I not? Those are the things. So the challenge is you want to probably become $1 million company selling, plant-based stem cells, healthy products, isn't it? Do you have the lawyers to match? God is not going to give you the kind of resources that you cannot carry.
People, go and ask your colleague who got successful too early. They are regretting it today because they got things without getting the capacity it required, the things to help you stand. If you have certain legal consequences, do you have some of the best lawyers in Kenya who can defend you? So sometimes we're just praying for problems. Am I making sense to talk? No, I just want to be big. I just want to be big. And I've said it's the reason why many people have collapsed. Because you want to be big, but you don't even have people. I just told you what has happened, how heavy my heart was. And when I finished that meeting with Bishop Oyedepo, I just was smiling. I'm like, you know what? The next anybody messes me up, I'll just laugh at this. Right? I even felt angry that I was angry with me. I was angry that I was angry. Because I had a relationship that could really speak to my core. Does that make sense at all? Now, many entrepreneurs don't have that, and they start a tit-for-tat war. Right? That even gives them unnecessary distractions, that even brings down the entire empire. Are we learning here?
Yes.
So, understand that this success is a journey, it's not a destination. It's a journey. Enjoy who you are becoming. Enjoy it. Who am I becoming? In the process of building wealth is more important than becoming. The journey is more important. The evolution is more important. The relationship is more important. The quality of mentors I build in the process is more important. I just started a new company called Sasi Holdings. We're a private equity firm, heavily on finance, buying companies, taking over, turning management around, and we have a new 10-year goal to have $40 billion assets in the next 10 years. Okay? But the first person on my board is a multi-billionaire in dollars. I told him, I need you on this board. Every quarter we meet. We review the businesses we are buying. I said, Stephen, I can never say no to you. But it took me 5 years to build our relationship. To a point where I can say, I need you on my board. And his answer is, I can never say no to you. So, the audacity to say I'm going to build a 40 billion worth of assets in 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, is not the cash I have. I don't know whether you understand. Yes. In fact, I'm starting that company with less than $100 million. But I can beat my chest and say, we'll control what?
40 billion.
40 billion in 10 years. Why? The quality of people that I can now add to my board, whose name is bigger than me. Are we learning here?
Yes.
I wish I were learning.
Yes.
So that is what young man I want you to focus on. Who are you becoming? Now this is not to say you should not dream that I want to do 100,000 every month. We do that. We give ourselves target. Once we hit a target, we set a new one. But I'm saying that know that that is a journey you have to continue. That will stop. The day you hit 100,000, you have to go for 1 million. Then you hit 1 million, go for 10 million. Right? That is a journey that won't stop. But while you are running that race of growing your income, growing your sales, you also keep reminding yourself, have I built the foundation? Have I built the network? Have I built the relationship? Have I built the contacts? Listen to me. Your real wealth has nothing to do with cash. It's about relationship. Tell your neighbor, wealth is about relationship. It's not about cash. It's contact. It's knowledge. Right? It is. Way more than the cash. But we're obsessed about the cash, and then we leave what really creates the cash. Are we learning?
Yes.
Okay? Let me celebrate Prophet. It's good to see you again. Thank you for coming. Okay? So, are we learning here?
Yeah, all right.
Any question?
So thank you so much, Dr. Stephen Akintaya. And my name is Marcela Sotieno. I'm not calling myself a real estate agent, I'm a real estate developer from now. Yes, the companies are in real estate. We deal with the upmarket for those who are looking to either buy or rent an apartment in the upmarket of Nairobi.
No, there's nothing wrong. If you are still, they are already selling, they buy land and then they sell it.
Okay.
But they are still calling themselves realtors. So I said no, because once you start buying land
Yes.
and you're selling, you're already a developer, right? But if you're a property agent, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm a property agent, I'm a realtor, nothing wrong with it. You know, it's just that when you're already selling land and you're not still calling yourself a realtor, you know, you are, it's a wrong, you know, because it's not like me wants to, you know, deal with a developer. I will see you as a realtor and I'll be asking you, you know, can I get this in Nairobi or this, you know, so you lose an investor.
Yeah. Thank you for that clarification. Yeah. So my question is, since you've been in the real estate for almost a decade plus, I wanted to inquire, where do you see the future of real estate? That's the first question. The second question is, being in the business, and your story always inspires me. How you started, it's always a very, very interesting story for someone who is starting ground there, someone who is coming from a humble background. So my question is, how are you able to create these connections when you started your business? Because we always say people do business with people they know, they like, and also they trust. And when it comes to, for example, the field of real estate, it requires intensive capital, you need to grow your network, and you need to have that relationship with people. How are you able to do that until where you are right now? Thank you.
Well, the future of real estate is green homes, leveraging on automation, leveraging on artificial intelligence to automate your business. For customer, for example, AI now can help you sell your real estate better than humans can. So those are the future. Leveraging on AI for customer service. Leveraging on robotics to construct homes rather than humans carrying blocks, modular homes, and so on and so forth. That's the future. And it's bright because no matter AI, people will still need to live in a house. Even the robots will still need to be in a house, right? Because if the robots are outside, it rains, it will destroy. You know, some of the robots, you know, they're going to have electric shock and it's just going to destroy, right? So even the robots will still need a roof. Okay, so housing is going nowhere, right? You know, going nowhere. The highest, we need to then go to Mars and, you know, join Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson, who are building a new like Jesus said, I'll go up to heaven to prepare a place. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. So, part of the future is that Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson are preparing houses for you and I in the skies as well. So, those are the future. As for how do you build trust, you know, which is AKA people do business with those they know, they like, and what? They trust. The answer I mentioned earlier. What is it? Who can remember the answer? Anyone from what I've taught earlier. How do you build trust as a real estate agent or as a real estate developer? Anyone? Yes? Integrity, but how do I know you have integrity? Anyone else? How do I build trust?
Physical.
I mentioned it in today's class.
Putting out content.
Content. Content. Why do you think when you were a student, or those of you who went to university, why do you think you knew? How many of you had a professor you liked when you were on campus? You had. Why did you like the professor?
because I trusted with the information.
No, you like the way he taught you. Isn't it?
Yes.
All of us who had professors in university, your favorite professor was a professor who was able to break down the subject
Yes.
in a way that you were able to comprehend. True of us.
True.
As soon as you liked the professor, what happened? You trusted the professor. True of us. Come on, talk to me. As far as that subject was concerned, you trusted the professor. True of us.
True.
The same thing with content. The day you start dishing out content in a way that anybody who loves real estate or wants to invest in real estate could comprehend what happened, they now know you because of the content, they like you because of the simplicity of how you're able to break down the content. And guess what? When you come to real estate, they trust you. But it all started by teaching them. And that's why Jesus went about teaching. How was Jesus known? Teaching. It was by teaching. Yes. So that's what you need to do. You need to put out a lot of information in a way that people can love it, enjoy it, and say, wow, I never saw real estate this way. Right? Look, and the solution is simple. Go and ask for pinpoint. What is the pain point of people want to buy luxury property? What's the pain point of people want to do land banking in Kenya? Right? What's the pain point of what's the pain point of people when it comes to dealing with realtors? Right? So that you can now place the opposite, isn't it? So people don't trust realtors. People think realtors overprice the property. You know, realtors are not transparent, then you start content in that area. So we are very transparent. We even tell you how much commission we're earning. So you know we're not playing games. You know, so when you check out, how do you all get to? How many of you who have known me before today like me and trust me? Those of you who have known me before today. So how did you come about liking and trusting me?
The
content.
It was the content. It's the content. It was not the complex. It was the content. And it was also because the content wasn't too selly. Some of us, the content is too selly. Come and buy. Buy now. If you don't buy now, you're in trouble. Okay? I'll give you an example. Even in ministry, because I pastored for 16 years before I then focused on business. You know, many people leave business to go and pastor. I left pastoring to focus on business. Okay. I never done this normal in my life. And I run business like a ministry. I believe strongly that when I stand before my creator, I have to give account of how I run business. Absolutely. Very conscious. But in ministry, some of the pastors that people don't like, if you check, you realize that it's because they prioritize offering and tithes above the blessing. So, how many of you joined the prayer meetings of Jerry's, Pastor Jerry's? Prayer meetings. NSPPT. How many of you? Raise your hand if you follow NSPPT, you join the prayer. Okay. How of you listen to Joshua Selman? You listen to his messages. The hands are getting up. No. Okay? How many times in those messages did you hear, come and sow? Come and tithe? But how many of you, even if you have never sown, felt like sowing? You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And that's usually the problem. This thing, I'm telling you, is the reason why some of my competitors in real estate in Nigeria don't like me. They don't understand why everybody is crazy about stock market. Because some of them they even have more real estate assets than me. So they're like, what's everyone? Stephen, we are bigger than him. But because Stephen is genuinely teaching about how people can sell their real estate investment. But you are coming, the day you do any content, yes, see our new asset, come and pay now, come and buy now.
So people are more connected. Do you see now? And then you just hate the guy. And we have no assets. Everybody, anytime real estate, Steven, we are here. We've been here 25 years. When did he join us? He said, may you not be in that situation where all you're counting is the age and years you've been in something, instead of having result to show. Does that make sense at all?
Yes.
So change your strategy. I know you need the commission. I get you. I started like you. By the way, I started as a property broker 17 years ago. It was the development arm that started 10 years ago. Okay? So, but I get it, and I've been there. When I need money, I really need it. And it's more painful for people like us, because even me, I've had people leave my company and go and buy property from another company. Yet it was my video they saw first. And they said my property is expensive. Some will now go buy the wrong property, lose their money, come back and now say, sir, I was duped, can you give me advice? I'm like, well, you saw my company there, you didn't buy from my company. You went to buy from the wrong person, you lost your money, you now still come to me again. You got my content for free, you did not pay. My content made you to invest in somebody else instead of investing in my company. You lost money, you want, again, free advice on how to come out. So that's the frustration when you go this route, because it's a long-term route. But I promise you, the content are there for life. It's a more sure way. Today, those content I did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, some of them have millions of views. Right? Millions of views. And it's the secret behind my success. Many have tried to pull me down, but oh boy, you can't pull down the works that I've put in place for years. You just can't be put down. You just can't put it there. So that has to be the mindset you need to carry into the business. And if you have this mindset, and know that yes, you have your losses, when you will engage, you will teach, you will help, and you will not get anything out. But just keep doing your own. You see that in the long run, which is what I benefit from now. Because guess what? When I started this content, I was back in Lagos. I had one small office. I never knew that people in Dubai were going to be watching me. And so the day I moved to Dubai, we became the largest brokerage firm in Dubai in 1 year. Did over $100 million. I never knew people in America were watching. When we moved to US now, we had customers all over the world who didn't want to buy Nigeria, or were interested in buying Dubai, or were interested in buying UK, were interested in buying US. You see now? So unconscious to me, I created a market that were ready to buy anything Dr. Steven was selling. So he helped us to expand. In fact, we're bigger internationally than we are back in Nigeria. Right? But it all started with those contents I was just genuinely teaching people, and I wanted them to learn. The same way you are still seeing me do it today. Because the rule remains, don't throw away your winning ticket. Only a fool does that. So till today you still see me invest my money, rent a big hall, teach people for free. Today I don't know how to book, so it's not as if sometimes people say he wants to sell his book. How much is the book? When you all buy the book, you won't cover the cost. Can you even cover my flight or my hotel? Today I don't even have a book to sell. I go buy it to Amazon. But genuinely, I want to see people rise again. I want to see people become big entrepreneurs. And I'm glad my result is shown. He's my testimony. Right? Kiki is another one. Right? Kiki watched me do content. Was very obsessed about me. Now she's a big girl, she doesn't have time to come for my seminar. Tell her I forgive her. Okay? Right? But today she's a big content person. So watching. Right? This was still what I taught her today. She's one of the biggest influencers now. So, but it's my joy. I'm excited watching her do well. I'm not about what is in it for me. I just want to see people do well. And you see, you can't run dry of what you supply.
That's right.
Have you ever seen a pipe flowing with water run dry
in other words, you don't lack what you give. A pipe that gives water does not lack the water, because the water has to pass through the pipe itself. Is this making sense at all? You only lack what you keep, you don't lack what you give. So, have that culture, and you'll be a more successful entrepreneur. Make sense?
Makes sense.
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
There's nothing I think that is easy, but it works. I'm a living proof that it works. Right? It works. Another question?
Yeah, on top of the content.
Yes.
Okay, the challenge is for maybe realtor who is beginning, and then you want to sell, but at the same time you want to do content, but you also need the money at the same time. Because the content is kind of patient, but you have needs and wants to be met. So how do you balance it?
I thought it. Remember, it's been shared. After the content, what did I end it with?
Paid advert.
Paid adverts. So remember the way I told you to do your content. Your advert is still in your content. The only thing is that rather than just come and say, buy 4-bedroom flats, you are giving education on how to know a luxurious listener. Rather than say, come and buy this land in where our locations are. Give me that.
Westland, Kilimani.
Kilimani, right? So come and buy land in Kilimani. Rather than that, I'll start my content by saying, why Kilimani now offers 400% return on investment, right? And I'll give historic context of Kilimani. I'll give context of road project coming to Kilimani. I'll give context of population growth in Kilimani. Are we together now?
Yes.
It's at the end of that video, I'll not say, by the way, we have an estate in Kilimani you can invest in, right? We are currently running a promo. If you buy, you get this. Now, if I then spend money to put $20 daily on that advert, what do you think is happening? Thousands of people are going to watch it. So now, not only will people be interested in buying my land in Kilimani, they love me, so they trust me. If anybody else in Kilimani says they should come and buy, they will say no. It is Stephen's content we saw. It is Stephen we want to buy from. He was the first person that told me about the benefit of what? Of Kilimani. So I'm not saying that this doesn't work urgently. I'm just telling you that it's even beneficial in the long term. That even as you age, you are still benefiting from content you did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. If you don't even stop content at some point, you will still keep getting demands from the content you've done years ago. But you must spend money if you want it to be instant. Spend money on paid adverts. Because what some of us then do, we just do the advert and we stop there. That's the example I gave you with the pastors. As in, you see some pastors say they want their prayer meetings to go viral like Jerry. They want their what? Their teachings to go viral like Joshua Selman. But they forgot that Jerry was what? Was a communication specialist with UN. So I used to help UN in communication in Nigeria. When I then used that to do for, how do I use it and communicate Jesus? Do you see the point? Because we always compare ourselves with people that we don't have the same strength they have. We don't have the same skills they have. Are we learning at all? And in his own case, he also then leveraged on what? On COVID. Because COVID also became something organic. Most people who follow me today got to know more about me during COVID-19. Are we learning at all? That's what they got to know about, because everybody shut down and everybody was just consuming content. But what these people then did is post-COVID, they continue to use PR. Their sons were bloggers, their sons, their video editors were cutting the clicks in a way
that was able to help the messages to keep going viral. Okay? Then, and some cases they spend money on it. So you don't do that, you are not doing billboards, you are not spending money on adverts, you are not doing any of these things, and then you are telling me you want the whole of Kenya to know about your prayer meeting, to know about your... It's not going to work that way. You must invest in the adverts as well. That's what I'm saying. Spend the money that needs to be spent if you want it to be instantaneous. But even with that, you still need to give it a few months for it to gain. Because there are some people who see that video but they will not buy it immediately. They will watch you. How consistent are you? Right? How consistent? You had to eventually do business with us because you followed me for years before you eventually did business. You know, so are many of you. Some of you have been following me 5 years. You've not bought one thing from me. Some of you maybe you bought my book. But it doesn't mean in future you still not do business with me. I'm growing a whole generation. The richer you get, the more you now be in position to do business with me. Right? So there's the place of patience, but I promise you, you will not go hungry. I wasn't hungry for the last 10 years. I'm not. But just that I got richer. Right? It got better. Because over time, you know, there are more people having access to it. The platform got bigger and better. Make sense? Yes. We have to end here, and we'll continue in November. Like I said. Right? I know some of you want us to continue, but we'll continue in November. So November I'll be back. We're going to be having the Business Growth Conference here in Kenya. And it's going to be a fantastic event. You don't want to miss it. We're going to eat, we're going to dine, we're going to meet a lot of successful entrepreneurs. I'm going to learn about how to really build systems, how to build structure, how to build lasting, durable businesses. Right? And you want to join us in promoting the event, in building the event. I expect every one of you are part of the volunteer team to make this event a successful one. Right? How do you think there are business owners who need to know about this? Okay, because this is just a tip. That event is a full day event. We start from 9, we're closing at 6 p.m. There's so much we're going to do. Right? In fact, it's a 2-day event. The following day will then be virtual. Right? So you don't want to miss it for anything in the world. But you want to be part of making it happen. Because like I told you, you don't like what you give. You don't what? You don't like what you give. You don't like what you give. So we're going to work together and we're going to make it a very, very successful event. It's $400, but we're starting anywhere for $200. Even the venue alone, they're charging us $100 per person. And there's a lot of other costs associated with the event. We're going to feed everyone with food. We're going to have lunch together. We're going to network together. And you're going to be added to a community of people, right? We also have a retreat. I'm bringing 50 entrepreneurs, very successful entrepreneurs, here to Kenya. That will be happening a few days after the Business Growth Conference. And we're going to be doing some tours, we're going to do some conferences for that particular one. So if you are part of the Business Growth Conference and you want to still join the retreat, you will still have the opportunity to be part of that. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, so please put down your full name, email, and phone number. If you haven't done that, can you wave your hand so that you can give you the list? So please can you give them? Please raise your hand again so she notices you guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so where is it? Who is with the list? Okay, so write your name, your full name, email, phone number, and then we're able to do that. Finally, I'm going to do a short video for the team. I'm going to do a meet and greet in Amsterdam on Monday. So you all just give me a brief testimony. I think Jackie will handle that. But before each of you give a testimony, I just want to do a short video. I'll turn my camera this way, and we'll all stand and we'll say, how did you go? Tell me how it goes. And then we'll remind those in Amsterdam not to miss it. Okay?
Good. Okay, can we all stand? If you can stand up. So I'll start with Karibo and Isaiah Asante. And I'll ask, how did it go? You know, you can express the best way you want to, okay? Karibo!
Asante!
How did it go?
Mentally great by Dr. Stephen Akintayo.
Okay, so we're here in Nairobi. We've had a great time. If you're in Amsterdam on Monday, 6 p.m., I'm going to be in Amsterdam. I'm only taking 10 people. It's not going to be as big as this Nairobi one. So you better register quickly. And for those of you in Kenya that missed this, I'll be back in November, isn't it?
Wow!
Yeah, so what do you tell them in November? Should they come?
Don't miss this opportunity to grow and learn from the best.
Yes, and will you guys come back in November?
Yes!
Yeah, so we're back in November. It's going to be 2-day event, one physical and the other. Second day will be virtual, the Business Growth Conference Nairobi, and we're going to be having a great time. So don't miss it. We love you. What do we say?
Ciao, ciao.
Happy New Year.
See you in November.
We love you. Thank you. You're welcome. You can come forward. Let's all take pictures together. If you can help us call one of them to come and help us take pictures. So let's come forward. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you want to clap well. I don't know. Jackie, do you want to call one of the officials? Jackie, you can call one of the officials to help us take pictures. Prophet, join us. Let's take a picture.
Some of you can come in front, yeah.
Yes.
Not the short one.
Some of us want to sit. Do we? I read so that some of us
If you are
sit.
vertically challenged, you can sit.
Do we do that? So let's put some chairs so some of us sit. And that way we're able to. We can put like 6 chairs. And some of us sit that way. You will have. Let's get more chairs. Prophet, you can sit. You can put 2 more chairs this way. Let me give you. You can help us. Okay. You can give him the phone so you two can join. Is it better now? We need more chairs. Let's add 1 more, 2 more. This is it.
So guys, smile. Smile here. Amazing afternoon. Amazing. Yes. Cheers.
Photographers are not even You're not making it this
We want to do a video, right?
Again,
To appreciate Dr. Steve. He's really done a good job, right?
Yes.
So.
Can we turn it to video? So
Yes.
that-
Yes.
We recorded a video.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let me do the photo now.
Oh, you've not done
There's a video.
Okay, let's do photo first,
Do
then we'll do
photo first.
video again.
Then we'll do video.
Yeah, photo.
Run.
Smile, guys.
Smile. Billionaires are always smiling.
All right. All right. So Kenyans want to appreciate Dr. Steve for his wisdom
And we believe that somebody traveling miles away, 8 hours from Nigeria to here, and just sacrificing his time to be here is not a mere joke. And Dr. Steve, as you just told us that what we supply we never lack. I want to believe that God has given you this time to raise these others entrepreneurs to be a blessing to the world. And I believe that you're going to live long.
Amen.
Yes. So, guys, what do we tell Dr. Steve? We say asante sana, all right? Yes. Dr. Steve, tunasema nini?
Asante sana.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you
That is the
very
way you want to say thank you very much, sir. And God bless you.
Thank you very much.
We are going to be multi-billionaires like Dr. Steve, right? There's one book that I read of Dr. Steve. I've been reading that book. When you read one chapter, you find yourself going back again, word by word. It is carrying a lot of wisdom. And God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
I really appreciate a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? Good. Thank you for coming.
Have the meeting of being a billionaire, right?
Where's your album? Something. I was in another meeting. I dashed over. Where are you based Something hard. I know the boat very well. I live in Dallas. I want to come. Maybe Dallas, you know. I also want to open a company. Oh, we have a lot of people coming.
It's 47 flats, one of the tallest buildings in Nairobi.
Good to see you. Oh, okay.
I would advise Benson to buy former banker coming
to get this machine without buying property. They make a big deal about historical stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? No, I was standing there. Oh, no worries. Have you been? Great, and you? Michelle, right? Yeah, nimeona uko familia, niko like, this is Michelle.
Okay, and you were even here last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This name. I wonder if
Michelle's cousins.
Yeah. Sasa nitafanyaje? Wacha niulize. I'm gonna ask first. Maybe he wants to save the life.
But it should save automatically though. It will save automatically.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
If you turn it off, yeah. It usually asks you if you want to save it, it usually saves for at least even maybe a week.
Nishikie. Because just ask this course.
I'm almost ready for
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna do this because there's a whole line. Yeah. But you're ready to take. You can take.
The correct one.
With your phone. Okay, because my phone is not the best.
Do for automatically. Hey, good.
So
Actually,
actually,
it was just about 2 weeks ago, I was talking to one of your staff, Jessica, Lebio. Amazingly, maybe that man, because when I saw the Lebio, yes, I said, this one we must be from the same area.